to make a person happy, help the needy, reduce the misery of the miser, such a humanity learner, the inspiration of youth, the great scientist and engineer. Today we will talk about the president of the people, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His full name was Avul Pakir Jainulabdeern Abdul Kalam. He was born on 15 October 1931 in Tamil Muslim family of Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. His father Jainulabdeern, who used to rent and sell boats by profession. Kalam's father was illiterate, but due to his great thoughts, he wanted to give higher education to all his children. His cousin Shamsuddin had a newspaper contract in Rameshwaram. 1939, due to the outbreak of World War, bundles of newspapers started being thrown in between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. Then Kalam was 8 years old. Shamsuddin needed a helper who could collect the discarded bells. And taking advantage of this opportunity, Kalam started working with him. Shamsuddin became the source of his first income. He had good guides and teachers in life. One of them is Ayyadurai Solomon. His teacher Ayyadurai used to tell him to be successful in life and to achieve result, it is very important to control three forces: desire, faith, and hope. The flight of birds used to attract Kalam since childhood. When he used to see the birds flying, he also wanted to fly. He was a sailor's boy, but he would fly high. After completing his PhD, he came to know that he would have to do engineering to fulfill his dream. In some way, the candidate of MIT, means Madras Institute of Technology, got the name in the list. Due to the cost of admission, their sister Jora sold gold bracelets and arranged fees for their admission. After completing his degree from HL, he had two opportunities to fulfill his dream. One was for the Air Force and other was the Directorate of Technical Development in the Ministry of Defense. He applied both. Later went to ensuring both places in the interview of Air Force. 25 people came in the ninth number of Kalam, but due to 8 posts there, Kalam could not be selected. Due to their disappointment, they went to Rishikesh. Kalam met Saint Shivanand. Kalam told how his old dream was broken. The saint said, if your fame has come off your heart and it is pure, then it has lotus electromagnetic energy, you will have trouble, but it will be definitely fulfilled one day. After a few days in Delhi, he got a job in the Ministry of Defense. After working for 3-4 years, he was called by the Indian Committee for Space Research. His interview was taken by the Vikram Sarabhai, Professor M.G.K. Menon, and Mr. Saraf. He was selected for the post of rocket engineer. India's first rocket, US Nike Apache sounding rocket, was launched from Thumba in November 1963. After the success of Nike Apache, Vikram Sarabhai called Kalam his dream, the dream of Indian satellite launch. Kalam had just come out the sorrow of his mother and father dead. His SLV failed on the second stage and fell in the sea of Sriharikota. The work of science gives us enthusiasm and a despair too. Humans can land on the moon. It was discovered by a Russian scientist, but it was took him 40 years to come in reality when America completed it. There is no experience of climbing the mountain on the top of the mountain peak, found on the climb of the mountain, not on the top. Kalam kept climbing on the steps slowly. The new SLV-3 was getting ready to fly. And other side, people and media started to remembering the previous failure.
1979, SLV-3 satellite launch vehicle, I was the project director, mission director. My mission is to put the satellite in the orbit. The problem is there's a leakage in a system, in the control system. But immediate calculation, no problem. We have got sufficient fuel and oxidation for control system. It controls the rocket to the required altitude. And we can go ahead. Now, of course, my expert's view, but I took the decision. Problem is mine. Finally, I took a decision. I bypassed the computer, I launched the system. First stage worked is a 4-stage rocket, and second stage got mad. It went to the spin. Instead of putting the satellite in the orbit, it put in the Bay of Bengal.
Kalam knew that the launch of SLV was going to determine the future of Indian space program. India first satellite launch on 14 July 1980. In the joy of satellite successful launch, his colleagues raised him on the shoulder and raised slogan. India had joined the country which had the ability to launch satellite. A dream of our country was fulfilled. Due to that success, he got a call from DRDL on 1 July 1972. Defense Minister R. Venkatraman gave to the responsibility of making the classic missile. Surface-to-surface missile name was Prithvi. The technical vehicle is named Trishul. The surface-to-air defense missile named Akash. And Rex means re-entry experiment launch vehicle is named Agni. Prithvi missile was successfully tested on 25 February 1988. Now the preparation of Agni missile has started. After making it, the date of testing was fixed 1999. On the day of launch, it was found in the computer that some part is bad. It was replaced, but the test was cancelled due to the downrange. News media and other people started taunting, making cartoon of them. After working tirelessly for the next 10 days, the new date of the launching again confirmed, but on that day also launching had to be cancelled again due to failure of spare parts in the last 10 seconds. Such mistake had happened in other countries also, but the people full of hope were not ready to listen Kalam's problem. This time the people of Amul Butter said that Agni needs to Amul Butter. The repairing of the Agni was complete. One night before the test, Kalam was walking along with Defense Minister K.C. Pant and Dr. Arunachalam. Breaking the silence for some time, Defense Minister said, "What do you want, Kalam, after launching Agni?" Kalam said that we will plant 1 lakh trees tomorrow. The Defense Minister understood that Kalam wants to blessing of our Mother Earth. He said, "This will happen tomorrow." The missile was launched the next day. After 5 years of hard work, the missile was successfully launched. He and Dr. Arunachalam were awarded the Padma Vibhushan in 1919 for the successful test of Agni. Dr. Kalam received many such awards due to his works: Doctor of Science, Ramanujan Award, Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, etc. Along with being a Dr. Kalam scientist, he was also a friend of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and due to his saying, he also applied for the post of president. 25 July 2002, India won the 11th president by winning huge votes. Kalam's nature was such that when he was the president, his relatives had come to meet him. Instead of taking that expense from the government, he spent from his pocket. Kalam was such a loyal and country lover. Dr. Kalam has expressed his thought in India 2020, My Journey, Ignited Mind in such books. On July 26, 2015, Kalam was giving a speech in IIM in Shillong. There came an attack. Then that great soul died in ICU. His last rites were performed at Rameshwaram. They used to say many engineers and scientists who leave the country for the sake of money, but what can they earn respect from other country? Kalam wanted to make an inspiration for the children that no matter how small the person is, he should not give up. This is today's video. Hit the like button if you are happy to watch video and subscribe to the channel to make us happy. Bye bye.